for a little.
Cool. While this fills up.
And get this filled.
All right. We've got 5 spots left.
Not in there. That was fast.
Dude, Torres Finney not getting a contract has me mad. Like, I get it.
He was
Like,
getting chirped.
I know.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm just mad, bro. It's like, what does Dana want from this guy? Like, I feel like the whole, like, he didn't gas. Like, he won a unanimous decision. I feel like that's something I've been wanting to see out of Torres Finney. Like, because he wins like, every fight by knockout. Like,
yeah.
And he got a sub last year on Contender Series and didn't get the contract. So it's like
fighting 4 times a year is nuts.
I know. It's like, bro, that is such a mean thing to say.
And he like if you felt like this, just why'd you even book him again? He clearly hates a guy. Like, you don't need to give him a contract, but don't invite him on the Contender Series when he's not contending for anything.
Man. And then Romeus got a contract after his unanimous decision. I'm like, all right.
I mean, I'm fine with him getting a contract, but it seemed weird that Torres Finney didn't. They did 4 again, right?
It was another 4. Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
I was drafting last night, but I kind of all right, we just need one more person to fill the draft here. I didn't land the plane, unfortunately. I should have reached on Bo Nix instead of Bryce Young, so I'm really annoyed. But like, I got another one of the wild Christian McCaffrey, Kyron Achon starts, and I had Rice and Dell fall back to me.
Wait, what? You got Kyron, McCaffrey, and Achon?
Yeah, and then I got Tank Dell and Rashee Rice.
All right, we're full.
What the fuck? How?
Because I'm like that.
I guess so.
Yeah, Nova, I'll send that to Wells and Grant, and you can get their take on that. Oh, it's me. All right, they went Bijan first. I guess let's go with CMC here.
Chocolate chip muffin.
Oh, nice. Like an Olympian.
Bro, these things are so good.
The dude you guys sent earlier, that's the same guy as World of T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is crazy.
Tough story.
That is absolutely crazy.
He's for obvious reasons, he probably should never have had alcohol, and then he had it like once, and then instantly was just like fueled by it.
Here's your bite, Luke. There you go. Here's a bite of the muffin. Yeah, Glow.
Yeah, Glow.
Stop that. Yeah, Glow.
All right, who's Grant going with? Classic.
Bastard. Screw it. I'm greedy. Let's make the world angry.
Oh, I didn't know I was drafting in front of Wells.
The amount of times I feel like Grant's gotten that start.
If you took both those guys there, why would you? How did you ever get McCaffrey to start with those guys?
Because not everyone's a smart drafter at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, this is a little best ball guy.
How did Kyron fall back? Like, I get how A-Chain could maybe fall back that far.
So you're only really able to do it now with the 101, but you used to be able to do it at like a lot of different points in the draft to pull off that kind of squad. But like, I don't really try to do it too much anymore because like Rice is just never there.
So you took them at pick like 21 and 22.
Yeah, I took them
or
at
whatever?
22 or 25
Yeah.
and 26, whatever it was. So they like barely fell. So I got both of them.
Oh, it was a 12 man.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
I should have taken Drake May, but I got Bo Nix and Deontay Johnson, and I took Dorian Thompson-Robinson at the end of my draft because I was like,
Wait, why should you have taken Drake May? How many QBs can start?
one.
Two.
But the thing is,
Oh.
you want to have as much upside week to week, and it's
Yeah,
like
fair.
No VBet.
if I'm going to be rotating them, I want to at least have like the upside of Bo Nix.
Who was your first
Maybe.
QB?
Bo Nix and Drake, because it's like I got boxed out of everything else. I played.
Oh, you just have those two?
Yeah. Well, no, I took Dorian Thompson-Robinson too, because I
Yeah.
thought there's actually a chance that the Vikings could actually trade for him, because he's been looking good.
Or
Bruce-
Deshaun just sucks? Or
Deshaun just that sucks that bad, and they're just like, fuck it, DTR, get out there. Like, let's see what we can get out of you.
DTR. Yeah, I don't mind that.
I've been taking a lot of Brendan Rice as well.
Huh.
Taysom Hill is a great last round pick. I agree. Ugh, I toothless.
Oh, yeah, for a best ball format, Taysom Hill's got to be
He's so much fun.
Because he's going to have like a
He might be good in redraft this year,
5-point
dude.
game.
Like, if Kendra Miller isn't a thing, like, I think he might be getting a lot more usage than people are thinking.
They just activated that other Saints tight end off of PUP.
Yeah. Mr. Juwan Johnson.
Juwan.
But yeah.
All right, where you going, Nova? I like Nova's start so far. He kind of stole Pacheco from me, but
I just realized we have like the actual like really nice PFF subscription. So I've been like digging through that as of recent.
oh, nice.
And I just realized I have not been sharing this fantasy draft, I don't think, or maybe it just clicked off for some reason. But all right, my bad, guys, if that was
That's all right.
for some reason. But yeah, that's how the board's looking. What do you think Rice will finish at, and what's the reasoning? I have him as my wide receiver 8. It's basically a mono St. Brown with Patrick Mahomes. That's my comp.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if that is what you think he is, you should be taken in the first round every time.
Pretty much. Josh Allen at this price is actually ludicrous.
Yeah, that's good.
So I feel like I have to take that from it. The problem is, like, I'm going to be applying way too many best ball principles in this shit. It's just not a good idea. But yeah, I want to take Josh Allen in here and then take your pick of a receiver that you like as well. Knowing this draft, I'm probably not going to get all the guys I want. So unfortunately, you know what? Fuck it.
No, you're not, Rashee Rice, bro.
Dude.
No need.
I'm just generally curious, like, when is the ADP actually going to, like, switch? Because it's like this, like, I want him as my wide receiver 1, man. Like, I'm willing to take that risk at this point. Like, he's in this price range.
But you should hope it never gets updated because nobody's taking him there.
No one should, but in these drafts, I know people will. They're going to take him here. That's the problem, is he's going to go here. Like, right in this range, I can tell.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I want him, I have to get him here now.
Fair.
Should have been Mahomes if I go Rice. You're probably right.
Well,
He was
Mahomes is
already
off the board.
Off the board, yeah.
Mahomes is gone. What's funny is he probably was actually thinking about reaching on Rice too.
Reach for Rice, lol.
I don't even think this is really a reach, though. I will probably pay this price in my home league, and people can laugh at me in that, but so be it. I'd rather leave the draft with him than not.
Yeah, it's your guy.
Does Hill injury scare me? No. Can you do a super flex 12-man PPR? Yeah, why not? That'd be fun.
Mhm.
The ADP was absolutely abysmal last time I remember seeing it on Hill, but let's go. Pick literally did nothing for me without Patty.
This guy's thing is just saying time's up for you guys too, right?
Yeah, it's just saying time's up.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
No, I have someone else on the clock.
I mean, getting the wide receiver
You're on
one
the
for
clock
Patrick
for me,
Mahomes
Okay.
isn't bad. That's why
There
we
you go.
take
Go in the
all
queue
the
and
receivers
hope.
here.
There we go. Okay.
It's about stacking
Oh, no.
usage, my friend. And if you look at
Zay,
any
Zay.
other
There we go.
ADP
Oh, I got
board,
it.
what you're going to see is Rashee Rice is actually priced around here. So I understand in a sleeper format it's a reach, but I'm willing to go get a guy that I'm extremely high on when the price is going to realistically be paid for here.
Here's a guy who. Let's go, team.
Torn here. Do I take? I should have gone like Nixon and Stroud or something. Go T Hig.
No, it's 36. And if he goes up pick 20 on that, we're just here. Jesus. But anyway, that's probably around ADP normal drafts.
No, but honestly, Devontae wasn't even that bad of a pick there, but you did
Yeah.
steal him from me.
Interesting counter. Smitty, a league winner. Honestly, I agree.
Yeah, I did too.
David.
I have the slides almost finished. Are you guys down to do UFC a tiny bit early today? Because I'm meeting up with my girlfriend's grandma right after 5 for drinks.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
We can do it right after this if you really want to.
Sick. Yeah, I have like a couple little things I need to do with the slides, but I have like all the pictures and names in there. I just need to put in the prices.
Word. Grant, one request I have from you is, do you mind going and figuring out the average coverage scheme that the majority of these new coordinators are utilizing? I think that would be helpful.
Defensively?
Yeah, defensively, because I'm going to utilize a lot of the PFF stuff here. But yeah, remember, guys, I'm a greedy bastard, and I'm here to set the ADP right a little bit. So you're going to hate some of my picks that you were hoping to get later in drafts. But Deontay Johnson is one of those guys for me. Love him. He should be going a lot higher. And then I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the running backs in this range. I think realistically receivers are fine. I actually like Terry McLaurin more and more.
I was about to say, you would take? Oh, you took Terry. I was going to say, would you rather have Deontay versus Terry?
Yeah, I'm hunting wide receivers now.
Yeah,
realistically. If I don't see anything I like on the board, then I'm just realistically going to hunt for things I like later down. There's a lot of great players. Go get your guys.
There goes Stroud.
Smitty. Yeah. It's also kind of knowing your room. What's up, Nick? Like if you're playing in a room full of sharp drafters, you probably aren't going to get all the players you want, right? There's probably going to be people actually like using more accurate ADPs than sleepers. Fun team.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent.
It takes our toothless man to the vet yesterday. Not sure what he had got himself, but he got a little infection.
Oh man.
He's doing a lot better today, though, it seems like. Big snoozer. Said we have to do a bunch of fantasy drafts to make up for it. Like, all right. Whatever you say, toothless man. But yeah, if you're in a smart draft, don't ever be afraid to go get your guys. Like, this is a game defined by usage. Christian Kirk is such a polarizing pick because I don't think like he's really that great, but for fantasy, but he's probably just going to prove me wrong. It's like,
well, just kind of contingent on Brian Thomas's success.
Well, that's the exact thing. Is like, is he actually going to be far more utilized? Are we all overreacting like we did last year? And is he just going to be another top 12 receiver again? These are the things.
He absolutely could be.
There went. I was going to say, where did Najee Harris go? Najee, Germany.
There goes Samir.
I think Jordan Love is very talented, but it's just like guys who are poised for regression are most likely to be the pocket passing quarterbacks. And it's like, where did Jaden Reed go in this draft? In the 6th round? Like, that's our confidence level in him? I don't know. Like, I feel like if he'd support like a higher level production receivers, right? So do I want to be greedy? Maybe.
Fine by me.
Brockathan. Welcome to the squad. I like taking chances on Brock. I like to look around for running back values. Realistically, DeAndre Swift ADP falling is probably really good, so we'll play that as well.
Fuck. I thought you were in straight receiver mode.
I am, but we'll play the board a little bit. Build some more fun teams. Show them that like you don't always have to be super high on, because it's like it is a multi-flex spot. And more often than not, when your league mates decide to fade players, you should probably be buying the dip. Brock Bowers is fun, but Taysom Hill's fine at the end of the draft.
Yeah. Cup, there goes my pick. Goodbye, Javonte.
Wells, you'd be fine going in with Taysom as your tight end 1.
Honestly, yeah. I'm very optimistic about if they actually.
I mean, it's been enough years now that like you might as well start believing.
That's what I'm saying. It's got a chance. Bo Nix has been named the Denver Broncos starting quarterback. Woo!
Let's go. That's gonna be fun.
That's cool.
All right, Nova, TikTok, buddy. Nick Chubb, draft Nick Chubb, Nova. No. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if by now in our mocks Nick Chubb goes in like the 11th round
Yeah.
or less. You know what's coming if you draft that man.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen.
Really?
Worst fucking pick in the draft.
What are you doing? Let's see here. I honestly can't get a read on Christian Watson, to be completely honest, because it's like
I'm staying away from him. I don't like his ADP relative to like the other options on Green Bay.
Well,
yeah,
the
I don't
thing
like his
is,
name.
he's not really that great at like route running, because it's like I always like to just like base it down to like Matt Harmon's work. It's like, okay, is this guy good at route running? Like, can he basically be a good receiver in the NFL?
His route tree is one route.
Yeah, it's awful. So it's just like that kind of makes me blah. But it's just like, well, he can go for like 40 fantasy points if he does get that one route like 3 times in a game like he has done. I'm not worried about Corum, no. But who knows? Maybe I should be more concerned. Blake.
He's just Corum's not the kind of back you want behind your starter if you have Kyren.
Well, the thing is,
just he just eats yards, and he's like very intelligent.
Well, Corum's the ultimate backup. So when Kyren does ultimately go down for like a game or something, like
he's gonna get like 40 carries.
He's going to be an absolute monster that game. Like I'm not going to sit here and try to debate that. It's just more of like Kyren is the lead guy. I think they're going to stick with him until like he literally can't move, and then Corum is just going to take off some lighter pieces here and there, but ultimately just dominate probably towards. Yeah. He's going to be like year 2. You're going to want Blake Corum more than anyone, I think. Like I'm not confident Kyren's going to be a 3-year guy. I am confident in Corum in year 2.
There's literally no reason to have to start a running back if you're an NFL team for more than like a year or like 2 years.
They have short shelf lives. Turf toe man. Alrighty. This is where we get greedy, everyone. We take Khalil Shakir, then we scroll a little bit down, and we get Josh Palmer.
God damn it.
Romeo Doubs is a fine reach as well. It all depends on like how you're reading like the depth chart on the Green Bay Packers, which I also just think is like annoying as hell to try to quantify.
I tend to click Romeo a lot.
Yeah. Oh, next rookie of the year. I don't know about that one.
I've only ever taken one Packers receiver.
I do think like the 2 leads for Coach of the Year odds should be Sean Payton and Dave Canales, though, because they're
really
quarterbacks.
But if the Broncos win like 7 games, which is way over their win total, he's not winning.
You don't think so?
No.
Wells drafting to get that forfeit the fastest? What do you mean? I'm getting a lot of wide receiver ones, my friend. I like that.
All right. What we doing?
Thoughts on Sam Laporte? I think he's a tight end 1.
Dude, that ESPN draft yesterday was madness.
If you have Marvin Connor, should you trade one of them? You don't need to trade one of them. Yeah, that ESPN draft was hell. I'm not gonna lie. Thoughts on Jill McLaughlin? He seems like the Darren Sproles in that offense. Kind of fun. I can't believe he got disconnected. There you
are. I was saying I feel like Robert Saleh has a path to winning Coach of the Year.
Interesting.
If they play well.
I could see it. I feel like they'd give it to Rodgers, though. Like, I feel like they'd just be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, Sauce Gardner. Like, these players are just also great.
Yeah,
like,
they could.
Like, there's a lot of people who hated Bo Nix, I feel like.
Yeah.
That were just like,
I think you almost need to make the playoffs.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, like, I think that they have a chance to do that. Like, I think the division's open. Yeah, I think that division's more open than people want to admit.
The division is, like, to an
not
extent,
Chiefs. Like I'm saying the 2 spot. The 2 spot.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they'll make the playoffs because some of the other divisions are so loaded. Like you got to think that the East might have 3 playoff teams, the North might have 3 playoff teams,
and
then the Colts could be good, the Texans could be good, the Jaguars could be good.
So I actually think the AFC North essentially like falls apart to a degree in terms of like how many teams, because there's 3 teams there last year. I think there's a chance that only 1 returns, maybe 2. In which case, like, I think you're going to see some chaos. So, like, one of those spots is going to open up for another team.
But I feel like it's like the Colts or something are probably in a better spot to do it.
Yeah, but it's chaos. Yeah, that's fair. It probably won't be the Broncos.
Even
but
the Jaguars. Like the Jaguars could have a good season.
That's true.
That wouldn't be shocking.
I don't know.
And then you look at the East, and the Jets will be better. Like you could have the Jets.
Imagine Dolphins and Jets just underwhelmed though,
Bills.
Or Bills, like that whole division.
But
like, it's weird how that all works.
Is more than possible.
Kendre Miller. Threats of being on IR.
Speaking of the divisions, I'm going to post my NFC North video today from the USA Today win total projections, and they have the Packers winning 13 games and winning the NFC.
Yeah, I have the Packers missing the
I
playoffs.
mean, that's not.
Yeah,
The Packers are gonna be.
The video kind of just becomes a roast session about them picking the Packers to win the
Yeah, I
North.
mean, it's kind of like a I want to be different type play, but like, I mean, it wouldn't be that surprising.
Pat
Dude,
Farmer's looking a good pick at tight end, to be
I mean,
honest.
they were like one bad play away from being in the NFC Championship last year, and I feel like they've only gotten better.
Wait, who's turn? Okay, thank God. I wasn't looking.
All right, I think I'm going to be playing for some upside here. Because I'm pretty much boxed out.
This board is so ugly.
It's gotten ugly because a lot of the good picks have just gotten sniped off the board. But yeah, we have a PFF subscription that tells us who's basically good versus man and who's good versus zone. So I'm going to be using that a lot this year. Ridley is very good versus zone. That's interesting. Dude, the amount of like 1 or 2 route guys on here is insane.
Okay.
Wait, did Paul Skeens get shut down for the year? Because he's no longer the favorite to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, what did you think of what I sent you guys for that weird ass like CY Young thing?
Hold up. I think I'm going to draft your guy here, Wells.
I like that.
Wait. Oh, was it the weird odds for?
Yeah, it's the
for the
Stu
picture?
Ball.
Was it,
Like,
Tyreek.
he's supposed to get monitored or whatever.
Well, he was one that was weird because during the trade deadline, if he got traded, he would have never been able to win because he would have played half and half, and he wouldn't have won the Cy Young. But he's a big favorite, but it feels like Emmanuel Clase should have a case.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he's a reliever, so it's like it's harder to sell. But I mean, they're the best team in baseball right now, and he has a .61 ERA.
Damn.
And I'm not sure what his odds are right now.
I don't think I've drafted this dude in any of our mocks, but welcome to the squad, Adam.
Like right now, Skubal is a minus 1,100 and Clase is plus 3,500. I feel like that's a great value.
I forgot who I got.
I might take that today.
I sent you guys who I took, I think. Because I just tailed the one play. It's like,
You said Cole Reagans or something, right?
Yeah, it was Cole Reagans and
Seth Lugo.
Is that what the other one was?
I don't know.
Of course, have to scroll back to the
I think
Harrison
Clase
Butker
is
tweet. Yeah, Cole Reagans and
Clase is really good value.
let's see here, Corbin Burns.
Okay, yeah. Clase feels like crazy value, but I'm not sure he's actually has much of a chance of winning. But
I just think it's interesting, like how everybody is now like super high on Jordan Love, but like we're not willing to price the receivers like super high.
well, I think just because there's too many and there's not a clear alpha.
Yeah, that's one way to put, but it's just like, couldn't you kind of make that
situations like?
I don't know. It just seems like too weird of a thing to be like, I'm gonna make this guy like really high rated, but like I'm not gonna price any of the receivers like super high as well.
Yeah, but there's like 4 dudes that all do different things well and are all on the field in different situations that I feel like it's too hard to like. You're not gonna put elite capital on the line in like the 3rd round
I mean, why are we doing that with the Texans then? Because to a degree, they're doing a similar thing.
Yeah, but I feel like those three are all better, and there's not like a fourth. Like there's literally four dudes. Like there's a chance that any of these dudes don't even play.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like very strange how like people are not willing to price those guys up. Damn it! Got to get the alpha play. Let's see here. So we'll cap this off with this. I'm sure there's probably a better pick to realistically take an estimate here, but I want the backups for the field. Definitely one of my weaker drafts. I will say that. I like the Chiefs defense this year. I'll let all the other kickers get taken. Honestly, I probably should take like the kicker. That's probably a higher priority of this pick in theory.
If you think Lions to win the North might be just a lock.
I kind of want to take futures on them who win the Super Bowl, honestly.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too.
Because it's like
they're such a complete team.
No, that's the thing. Like, I really like to believe that like your tight end, like if you have like an elite tight end, your probability of winning the Super Bowl is like just better than most. And to me, it's like Sam Laporta, like probably that dude.
I think the Eagles are going to be so much better this year.
Eagles are terrifying, man.
Yeah,
It's a scary ass offense.
And the defense got so much better.
Facts.
They added DBs that can actually tackle.
Yeah.
Drafted 2 corners in the first round, basically, and then bring in Devin White. You get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back.
What do you think about the Eagles, Toothless?
Toothless probably hates Eagles.
He's like, Mom's an Eagles fan. I have to deal with her, so they're okay.
He's a Bengals fan.
Something like that. Some sort of crazy.
Jaguar.
Mom was a Bengal.
Was a Bengal. Makes sense.
It could be a Jaguar.
Jaguar. That's true.
Panther.
Ooh, maybe he's a Panther fan, yeah, because he's got the black coat.
Dude, Toothless should be a Panthers fan. That would be funny. You should get him a little jersey.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Garfield, our Orange Cat's a Bengals fan.
Yeah.
My guy could be a Jaguar.
Ooh.
You like beef with him on game days, on Texans game days.
That'd be hilarious.
Jaguar.
All right, we can pretty much start going through teams now, though.
Fucking Torres, Vinny.
Bro, build up like a 1x1 Lego brick. What up? You pick up Laporta, Dell, shot last year off of waivers. They my boys. Hell yeah. What we watching on the screen here? Y'all doing a draft right now? That we are. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start going through these here. Bijan, Olave, Hurts. Like this team, a lot of fun upside, great contingency upside. Really like this squad. Like Kai Vernon, think he did a good job. You don't really need Caleb, but I think it's fine. I don't know. I like the squad. Look at Jackson's team here.
Let's go, team!
I mean, I like it. You fill in the RB2 spot as you should. Like, I think this is a fun, well-built squad. Let's see here. Tyreek, Pacheco, Nico. Let's see. Yep, you filled up with RB2 slots, and then you took chances on tight end late. That's fine. Yeah, I like it. Fun squad. Let's see here. Justin Jefferson, Drake London, Michael Pittman, Drake McBride, Richardson, Ridley. Okay, you took Stutz, and then you were trying to really take chances on running back here. Yeah, fun squad. I like it. Good job. Let's see here. CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Kelsey, Cook, Kamara. I mean, you guys know my pessimism on this, but it's fine. Let's see here. Too thin on receiver, too thin on running back. We need more upside. Need to be taking more stances later in the draft. Overall, it's fine, but like Dallas Goedert, what are we doing here? Hollywood Brown's fine. You have a Mahomes receiver. Like, we're not expecting Adonai Mitchell to be elite out the game. It's not a part of the year pick. Give me a second. I guess I will go with the Buffalo King. But yeah, overall, where were we? Here we were. Yeah, you don't need a secondary quarterback realistically. Dak's a bit of a high price here, especially when you're going so thin up here. You should just be taking more chances. I understand the correlated aspect of it, but it's like your running backs, I'm just not as confident as market is in. I just think it's too thin of a stance, but that's just my 2 cents on it. Overall, I think it's fine structurally, but I think it's too thin. Let's see here. Jamar Chase, Puka, Josh Jacobs. All right, let's see here. Diggs, Mandrews, Burrow. So you have correlation. Love that. Allen, Addison. Don't like these two for depth. Really hate all three of these for depth, but I mean, to each their own. Gus, Eckler, and Algier. These just aren't really great handcuffs, in my opinion, for RB2 upside. Like, you want to be chasing guys who have, like, upside out the gate for high usage, which I think, like, Gus and Eckler are to a degree. But based off current snaps, it doesn't deem that way. Like, you had Eckler pick here. Like, shoot for J.K. Dobbins. If you're going to take Algier here, I think a better pick is realistically Kamani Vidal at this point because he's actually showing out. Carson Steele, like, this is a sharp pick by him because, like, the reality is he might be more involved than people are willing to admit. So I started even drafting him. If you're ever pinched in drafts right now, then you probably should be taking chances on Alexander Madison as well because of just what we initially saw. I think it's at least worth taking swings based off the preseason usage. Would I draft at Chuba, by the way? I mean, as long as he's getting the lead usage, which it looks like he is, yes, I will be drafting Chuba. But overall, I think it's a fine team, but like structurally, like these running backs are just going to hurt you in the long run, and I think these aren't the best receivers to be utilizing your equity on. But of course, like I could easily be wrong. I'd be surprised if Keenan Allen is the guy that he was last year, and Addison just keeps on speeding along. Anyways, Brees Hall, Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, Kenneth Walker. Fun. I like this squad by Huncho, and you have good correlation. I'm not high on that, but to each their own. You don't need to do Tua here. You're planting this spot. You should be hunting for other equity in other spots in the draft, hunting down here. Like, realistically, something that should be added to our draft pools is Jalen Tolbert. Of course, I can't pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's the wide receiver, too. If you want to be taking chance on contingent-based upside, that's probably the guy you want to be taking more shots on. Brandon Cooks is a fine option here as well, but those are the guys we want to be taking chances on. But overall, fine team. I like it. Amon St. Brown, Etienne, Evans, White. Okay, I see the stacks here. I think it's fine. I'm not big on Etienne, but teach their own. Same thing. I have questions with Rashawn White, but I think I'm probably going to be more wrong than right on. Let's see here. Kittle, fine. CJ Stroud, you have no correlation, so don't really get that. Ramondre, Javonte. I think it's fine. Like, all these running backs have like fantasy-based value, and I think that's fine. Blake Corum for the contingent-based upside, I think is cool. Christian Watson, yeah, it's fine. Just too many like true wide receiver twos here, but you're playing a lot of contingent upside. I think it's fine. Lockett, I think, is dead roster weight at this point. So I would be hunting for somebody outside of him, but that's just me. Dotson is very much like on the roster bubble, at least from my understanding. Not roster bubble, but like usage bubble for the wide receiver 2 spot. Like maybe Luke McCaffrey comes relevant. I honestly don't know. Moving over to RXXE. Yeah, I hate these running backs, but to each their own. You went for a dual RB start. But yeah. Okay, overall, like structurally, I think it's technically fine. I would be taking more shots on receiver if I go like with this kind of start. That's why I like basically did get like 6 receivers by the end of this because I had guys I knew I could get into certain spots in the rounds. That would be my biggest advice to you with this structure. I think your initial receivers here are fine, but like, I mean, you took 3 first rounders. Like 2 of these probably will end up doing better than most people are expecting. So we'll see how it works out. Let's see here. Kyler, fun for your quarterback. Ingram's fine for your tight end. And then you have fillers for your running backs. Trey Benson and Kendre are not looking too hot so far, but we'll ultimately see. Same thing with Marshawn, but I think that's fine. Justin Herbert, if you're looking for trade equity, I guess, but I think you'd still shoot for other upside if you don't take a kicker here. Let's see here. Spurs fan got mad because I took Rice way ahead of ADP. Too bad, so sad. AJ Brown, Saquon stack, and then that's fine. You take Mahomes really early. That's fine. Could be another Mahomes year, but if you're going to do that, you should at least leave the draft with 1 Mahomes piece, I'd like to believe. Let's see here. Jalen Waddle, Amari Cooper. I don't like the Amari bet at all this year, but to each their own on that one. Structurally, I think this is fine. I like the shots you took at the RB2 to fill in with your RB1 lead. Fun team overall. I like it. Grant's team, yeah, just another team that we like to build around here. Fun team. We like it. Realistically here, I'm willing to go buy my guys at way higher prices than are on Sleeper. So if you're drafting against me, that's just how it is. I'm not going to wait till the 8th round on Rashee Rice or the 9th round on Deontay Johnson. Just how it works. What do you think about trading Zamir White and DK to get Kamara and Khalil Shakir? Probably not. Based off current ADP values. Let's see here. Let's go. Huh? Couldn't get any Chiefs. It happens. But yeah, that's really all I've got here. Jackson, Grant, anything more? Or do we want to hop into our what's it called?
No, I mean, I think I'm all good to go. I think you reviewed these teams pretty aptly here.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I wasn't the most happy with my running back room from this slot. I feel like it's just kind of how it worked, though. Like there were receivers on the board that felt like better value to take, and then kind of prioritize the quarterback and tight end room as well. But yeah, it's a fun team, it's a fun slot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For me, the
Uh,
Zay Flowers pick was probably a mistake. Otherwise, I like the squad. Probably could have a deeper running back room. I feel like you kind of.
I mean,
get
he's
low.
technically a good pick. Like I know I'm not high on him, but he's technically a good pick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a wide receiver 1 right out the gate.
Yeah.
So if you do end up with him, it's like you're not upset, but it's like, you know.
He's just somebody I'm personally a bit lower on than
Yeah.
market. But like I could easily be wrong, and he's just like a top 10 fantasy receiver this year because that's just how logic typically works. But yeah, that's all we got. Appreciate you guys for popping in here for another mock draft. We'll be live again on YouTube at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So if you guys want to be part of that, make sure you subscribe and get into Discord. First come, first serve. That's just how the deal works. But until next time, we'll talk to y'all later. Make sure to keep an eye out for the UFC pod coming very soon.
And
Peace, y'all.
team rating pods and stuff coming up in the future too. So
Yeah.
keep an eye for that.
100%. Peace, y'all.